welcome back to the channel. Today we are in South Dakota. We're getting ready to do the Mickelson Trail. It's 109 miles between Edgemont here all the way up to Deadwood. We're gonna try to do it in one day, stay overnight in Deadwood and drive back. I got Ed with me again. He's in all my videos. I ride with a lot of people, but Ed ends up in all my videos. So we came out yesterday from Denver, drove all the way out here to South Dakota. And today, it's the Mickelson Trail. So the Mickelson Trail used to be the old Burlington Northern train tracks between Edgemont here and Deadwood. Back in the early 80s, the railroad kind of shut down, and South Dakota decided to try to turn that into a trail system. So it's basically rails to trails is what they call it. And Governor Mickelson at the time really kind of championed this, turning it into a usable trail for people to kind of ride bikes on, get people out to South Dakota and enjoy the beautiful Black Hills. Lots of great signage. This is going to be a lot of fun today. Lots of different trailheads, lots of places to grab water and things along the way, but we're running kind of a light setup on all the bikes today, so we got everything that we need. I'll be running the Lauf True Grit, and if you know, you know. The Lauf's got these awesome suspension forks up front, so about 30 millimeters of travel really is all you need to kind of get rid of some of that washboard that we'll be seeing today. 1x setup on the back, so that'll be a 1x11. Got the salsa bags and some toe peak bags. I'm running the Stages computer. And Ed over here, you've probably seen his bike in some of the other videos we've done. He's got a Diamondback, and this thing is set up really cool. 27.5 wheels, 2.1 tires, so they're a little bit wider. These should roll really good. Right now the weather is cool, it's feeling good. Ed's feeling fresh. We just got up and it's probably about 9 o'clock start time for us here. And it's got a nice breeze. Apparently, you know, it's kind of flat out here, so we're gonna get a little bit of a wind. Hopefully it's more of a tailwind than a headwind, but yeah, you can see not a whole lot of stuff here in Edgemont. You know, they got a lot of train yards and things. Up the street here in town, just a couple of bars really. There's not a whole lot here, a few mechanic stations and things like that. But really just a small town. I think the entire population of Edgemont is about 1,500 people. So, you know, a lot of local people. They're all really friendly. And last night we stayed at the Cowboy Inn. So it's one of just a few motels that are here. You know, a little older school, but did the job. Really nice staff, and we appreciate them putting us up last night. So we're gonna head out of town, straight down. You meet the trail at the end of the town, and we'll be on our way. So let's get to it. All right, so here's the beginning of the trail right here. Pretty tame, well-groomed kind of gravel trails here, you know, where the old railroad tracks used to go. And kind of just follow the grade. That's how this thing goes. Back up here in the Black Hills. Got a little bit of a headwind, but not too bad. And boy, I'd say it's already about 80 degrees, Ed. 88 degrees. So 9:30 in the morning, 88 degrees. Little toasty. Little rolly up and down. So you're getting these short little climbs in here, but it's fun, keeping the legs fresh. So the trains that used to come up and down here, I think, probably hauled a lot of coal. That is what I'm guessing. But you can see, I mean, it wasn't completely flat out here, so these rail cars are definitely pulling a load and pulling it up at a grade too. Five miles in, so they put these mile markers out here, which is pretty cool, so you know where you're at even if you don't got GPS. It's also cattle gates, so they're weighted shut. You know, obviously out here there's lots of cattle roaming around, so come through, make sure you close them. These are actually weighted, so they'll close on their own, which is pretty cool. I'm sure the ranchers appreciate that. And how you feeling, Ed? 5 miles in. What's your first take?
It's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be rough. This guy, get out of here. Got all the cows out. Got the first water stop of the day. Wind for the water pump here. We're about 30 miles in on the Mickelson Trail, and we just rolled into a town called Pringle, and this has got to be one of the coolest things that we found since we've been out here. It is a mountain of bikes. I don't know if this is an art installation or what, but if you need bike parts on the Mickelson Trail and you're having problems finding them, you might try your luck on this thing. This is really cool. Check it out. We're about 50 miles in, and we've finally really kind of gotten up into the Black Hills. So here we are. Pretty spectacular. We're 78 miles into this 109-mile ride on the Mickelson Trail, and it has been a scorcher today. About 97 degrees here, and we had to lose the helmets for a while because it was just causing too much heat on our heads, so had to take a little risk there, but we got some cloud cover now. Feeling better, doing one of the last little climbs that we'll have to do today to get down into Deadwood. And Ed is feeling it. How's it going, Ed? How's the trail been?
Toasty.
Yeah, it's toasty. Exposed and toasty. Seems to be the theme on most of our rides. So we'll see if we can get this done. If we do, potentially we get up and we ride the 109 miles back down to Edgemont. So I'm pretty excited though. It's been beautiful. Lots of train trestles, tunnels. The scenery in South Dakota has just been amazing. And yeah. After 10 hours of riding, we finally made it from Edgemont, South Dakota to Deadwood. We rolled into Deadwood a little after dark, and unfortunately we ran out of GoPro batteries, so we don't have a whole lot of that footage. But Deadwood was a nice little casino town, has a lot of Western history, people like Buffalo Bill, Calamity Jane. Day number 2, we were gonna get back up and potentially ride back down the Mickelson Trail. Unfortunately, the heat really zapped us on this trip, so we ended up taking a shuttle back down to Edgemont and back into Denver. Really appreciate you guys watching this video. If this is content you guys enjoy, please hit that like button and click subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next ride.